And then do I flip this?
Yep.
Okay. And then I gotta do. And then this. Okay. All right. I think we're live. Hey everyone.
All right.
How are we doing? You can tell that we're experienced with this right here, but that's okay. Davis Baker, Rosie and Langello, we are here to talk about the Friday Night Football Fever, the 34th season of the Friday Night Football Fever. Yeah, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we are live. We're trying to see if there's people that are tuning in on Facebook. There's about 12 of you right now. Kind of trying to build an audience here for everybody to come on board. We said we'd start right at 6:45. And we've been sitting here for a little bit. Okay, that's good to go. Yeah. So yeah, guys, 34th
There we
season.
go.
There we go.
We're
34th
up.
season of the Fever, and we actually just had our meeting today that we have every single year
Yep.
with our Fever crew, which is always fun. And this year we actually returned a lot of veterans on the Fever team, which is great for us.
Yeah.
We usually have like a new photog or two, but this year we have everybody returning, which is awesome because I feel like last year was such a success for your first season.
Oh, it was great. I mean, so much fun. I remember our first game out at St. James doing that special with Catholic.
Yep.
And then running out to a game and then another game
Yep.
and then coming back here. It's really nonstop chaos, but
It's nonstop
the
chaos.
best kind of nonstop chaos you could ever want.
Yes. And it's funny, we were talking right before this about who you saw today because you went to Auburn's
That's right.
media avail today and you saw the creator of the
The
Friday Night
creator.
Football Fever.
The OG, the man that most of you guys know, Jeff Shearer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Um,
neat. A little full circle moment too.
No doubt. And, he's still so involved with us. Every time I see
Yeah.
him, he's always asking about, something we did here at
Yeah.
WSFA. So that's always cool. Of course, he's teaching now at Auburn as
Yep.
well. So some of his students have actually come to work here
Yeah.
as well. So that's,
Craig.
yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was last year I actually met the guy that helped create the name, Jerome Hand, and Jeff talks about him on Being Real with Bethany, that podcast coming out soon, and I kind of put in a little clip with my 50th anniversary piece story, so that's coming too, talking about, the creation of the Friday Night Football Fever, and it's been 70 years, and we're celebrating that, but we're also celebrating another season of the Friday Night Football Fever. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's the 34th season, and we're heading into week one with a jam-packed slate that actually starts on Thursday.
Right.
There's a lot of flag football games, and then we also have the HSAA Kickoff Classic games happening at Crampton Bowl. That night, it's Pike Road versus Prattville. You were at game
I was.
last year, and it was at Pike Road?
It was at Wetumpka because
right.
Prattville was playing their home games at Wetumpka.
Right. What do you remember about that game?
High intensity.
Yeah.
Like the opening, Prattville ran back the kick for a touchdown.
Right.
So that was like the ultimate, like, whoa. Like
Yes.
sometimes, first drives can be sloppy. You get a couple
Right.
false starts.
Yep.
Team goes 3 and out. You're like, all right, season's here.
Yep.
That was like, whoa, here we go. Like, so that was a lot of fun. And then Pike Road came back, took a lead, and then Prattville ended up winning that game.
Yep.
And of course, this year, so much to look forward to. Prattville's got some big time expectations. Pike Road obviously made it semifinals of
Yep.
6A playoffs last year, so we know what their expectations are, Coach Doug.
Yeah, Prattville has a new head coach in Bobby Carr,
Right.
and then Pike Road also has a new quarterback this year as well, but they also return a lot of key players. Jordan Holmes is one of the guys that might keeping my eye out for our Fever Athlete of the Year, just because he plays on both sides of the ball, and he's extremely
Michael Jones,
talented.
too.
Jermichael Jones, too, yep.
You know.
And then Prattville has some new players as well. JJ Catholic is up there now, and then they have a couple of guys up front that are big that I'm going to watch out for, too.
Tristan Blackman, another
Tristan
name I want to
Blackman,
throw out. He was the one that ran back the kick to open up the season last year. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
Yeah.
Like 95%.
We were actually debating early today the score of that game, and then we finally were like, yeah, it was 41-37, and it was Prattville that won.
Right.
So that'll be a good game. That's happening Thursday at Crampton Bowl. And then also happening Thursday, Trinity Holtville are playing, I believe it's at Trinity. I apologize if I'm wrong about that, but they play on Thursday too. Harbord's on the road.
Yes,
on Thursday
Thompson.
at Thompson.
So that is
yes. So our sister
opening
station,
up with the defending state champs of CNA.
Yeah.
Doesn't get harder than that, but in a way, it's kind of nice.
Good
Right,
test.
it's a great test.
Yeah.
And the pressure, honestly, will be on Thompson.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to win, they don't want to lose the game coming off of a state title.
Right.
So it's a good, great test for Coach Mario White over at Carver, his first game there.
Did you interview him for our media days? Or was that
Yes,
Jayla?
I did.
You did.
I think I did.
What was the vibe? What do you remember about that?
He's very passionate.
Yeah.
Very passionate. I've gotten to talk to him a couple times. They did a spring game against Parker.
That's right.
Another team, 6A powerhouse. And so that was tough competition for them. So I think, they're kind of embracing the grind of, hey, we want to play the best because that's ultimately who they're going to play in their region.
Yeah. Prattville is a tough region. Carr has a tough region.
I mean, all the 7A regions are tough, but especially those two.
Yeah, especially those two for sure. So that's happening on Thursday night. And on Friday, I actually have our week 1 slate that I am to talk to you guys about. And these are the games that we are getting. That doesn't mean you're going to see the other games on the Fever that night. We have sister stations that help us out in Birmingham and Columbus, down in Dothan as well, and sometimes even during the playoffs. I mean, our Mobile station helps us out. Don't hear
Huntsville too.
The game doesn't mean and Huntsville too. That's right.
Shout out my guy Carl Pritchard.
Yeah, that's right. Who traveled up there? I can't remember off the head.
Well, we were covering a state game. Mars Hill's playing.
It was Mars Hill.
I should know
I
this
don't
off
know.
the top of my head. I can't remember who they were playing.
They helped us out.
They helped us out.
The being is that if you don't hear your game that we are getting with our crew, doesn't mean you're not going to be on the Fever. So let's start out with what we are doing on Friday night, which is a really big setup at 4, 5, 6, 6:30 to 7, and it's happening at Montgomery Catholic. And the reason is because, well, one, they're defending champs, back-to-back champs, and two, that game and then Catholic will be on our air this season and our 12 Sports app. So we are doing a half-hour pregame show from 6 to 7 with a bunch of interviews. We're featuring both headmasters for Montgomery Catholic and St. James, and then the flag football team for Montgomery Catholic. They also won a state championship last year, too. So that's happening. We're going to try some food on that show, too. You don't want to miss that.
To
Looking back at Reeltown and Catholic state championships wins from the season, since those were the two teams in our DMA that won a state championship. So that was no tease there. I just told you the whole entire show. But it's fun. Definitely tune in. Please tune in.
We have a lot going on. That goes into it, too. Especially with live interviews, they're always
you never
so
know.
fun because you just never know.
You never know. And we're live out there at 4, 5, and 6. You're going to hear from Montgomery Catholic's new head coach, Jonathan Chandler. We have the band coming, the night band.
That's awesome.
And we'll hear from Larry Ware. He's the head coach now at St. James. So these schools, Montgomery Catholic is facing St. James at 7. Both have head coaches. Right.
And I think that's one thing that makes this matchup so interesting is that these are both very good programs that have won a lot recently, but have new head coaches. A lot of times new head coaches take over programs that have been struggling in previous years. That is not the case at either of these schools. So it's a fun one. It
will be a fun matchup. It'll be a great time out there. Always have fun with those schools on Vaughn Road. They always treat us so well and let us set up all our camp and our equipment all the way out there. So
and it's cool, like you said, that they're they could walk if they needed to.
They could literally walk.
They will, but they could.
They're going to leave at 5:30, get there at 5:35. Yeah, that is always neat, too. Okay, so that's the game I'm getting, and then I'm going to Selma versus Park Crossing. Selma had a new head coach this year, Marcus Gardner. He was at Carver. Before you got here, when me and Jamal were here, and he had some great playoff teams and some great players. So that's a new head coach, Park Crossing. Just trying to get some wins under their belt for sure.
0-9 last year, but they feel like they're trending in the right direction. We talked with them, obviously, at our Fever Media Days. Yeah,
and then I'll let you read where you're going.
I am going to Stanhope and Marbury. And obviously, great battle up 65 there. And then I will head down to Lochapoka and PCA. I talked with Stanhope Elmore's head coach, Hunter Adams, at our Fever Media Days, and he said that this is one of the best groups he's ever been around.
Oh, okay.
And he's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
I think this is his 4th as the head coach. But he's been there 10 years at Stanhope because he was a coordinator before. And he was just really fired up about this team. So we'll see. Good test
Excited
at
to see what
Marbury,
they
not
do.
too far away.
Yeah, and then you're going Lochapoka versus PCA.
PCA,
Lochapoka had a new head coach last year. PCA
Yeah,
has a
Shane
new
Moy.
head coach. Yes. And if you don't know, Shane Moy was at Lowndes Academy for years and won several
won a
AISA
whole
state
lot.
championships. So he's now in the HSAA with PCA, and we'll see how they do. And then we are getting Dadeville versus Elmore County, TR Miller versus Reeltown. As we told you earlier in the show, Reeltown won the 2A state championship last year. Could repeat.
Right, and the interesting thing is that was the only team they lost to last year.
Yes,
they
it was.
lost to
TR
TR Miller the
yeah.
first game.
Yep,
That was at Crampton Bowl, I'm pretty sure.
What? Yeah, it was a kickoff
Classic.
Yeah, it was.
And then they ran the table after that.
Yeah,
so
they dominated.
Right,
2A,
they really did.
dominated. You kind of felt like that was going to happen too, with the players that they had. Tay Martin, our
was
FIBA
great.
athlete of the year.
Jamarcus Smith.
Yep.
Great.
And they got there the year before in 2023 with Arthur Woods, that was the running back, who is now at Huntington, and that was a great team. So you could just tell after 2023 they were like, we're getting back there, and then they won it all.
They did.
So a lot of returners this year for Matt Johnson.
Yes, yes.
So we could see them end up in the championship again. Not too far from there, Montgomery Academy versus Tallahassee. Ooh, that will be a really good game.
That's a good matchup.
That's a
like
really good
that
game.
feels like an evenly balanced game.
Yeah, that could have been another game of the week for
For sure.
Yeah, that'll be.
And that's at Tallahassee?
Yeah.
Hot O'Brien Stadium.
Yeah, the official
be
stadium
rocking.
of the Friday Night Football Fever. So then we have a photographer going all the way out to Dallas County. Calhoun is facing Keith. Lafayette is at Elwood Christian Academy. This is their second year playing football again.
Yep.
So they started last year, just getting back into the swing of things of football. So we'll see how they do in the second year. And then we have another photographer going down to Lowndes Academy versus Edgewood. Lowndes got to the state championship last year and lost.
Yes.
So a little redemption
Some
tour.
motivation there, because before they had won 3 in a row, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, three-peat. And then we have a photographer going out to Booker T. Washington. They face Eufaula. And then we also at the Crampton Bowl have Fife taking on Maplesville. Maplesville made it to the 1A state playoff last year and lost to Wadley. So redemption tour for them as well. That's happening at the Crampton Bowl. All these games starting at 7 o'clock. And then you can see them on the Friday Night Football Fever at 10:15 p.m. We were talking about this earlier, just the success that these teams have brought. Since I've been here since 2022, I've seen a Fever team win a state championship. It's been a remarkable run since I've been here.
Yeah.
And last year we had 2.
Right, we had 2 last year, which was really cool because you got to go up to cover Montgomery Catholics, and then I went up to cover Reeltown. So that was cool that we both got a game to go cover, kind of both got that championship experience, because for us it's so cool to see the teams that we've covered all year long, and especially in high school, the kids are just so happy, and deservedly so.
Yes.
I mean, you should.
It's the best. It's just like, it's pure happiness.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the purest, I've always said like high school football is like the purest form of football left.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's a lot of fun. That's why we try to make it fun, and I think as fair as we can too. I think that's a big point for me covering high school is don't make it too big.
Yeah.
In the fact of like, let kids have fun too.
Right.
Because that's part of the experience.
Yeah. Johnny, I believe he's asking, is the Fever coming Thursday night to Pike County as we host Southside Selma? If I have a photographer available, yes. But I have some games up here in this area that I need to cover as well. So hopefully either a photographer can get there or one of our stations down in Dothan might be able to send someone to that game. What's the schedule for the Fever 12 live stream schedule for the games? Can you be a little more specific, or am I just not understanding the question?
I think he's asking like what games are going to be on our what
app.
games are we broadcasting live?
Yes. So right now Montgomery Catholic, but that's actually another point that I want to bring up is that if you have a school or know of a school that wants to be on our app, have them contact us for more information, and they can get on the app. They have to go through our sales team, but more than welcome to come on. And if they have a stream that they already produce, then you can get on the app. They just have to talk to our sales team. So we've reached out, still trying to hear back from a few schools that we know already pre-produce their things. Unfortunately, we can't have a staff at every single game, but there's so many. Yeah, there's so many schools that already pre-produce their own live streams. Our goal is to just put that all on one app so that you can just go into
the app, pick your school, and then if you want to check out another school from
Right.
your region, like, hey, your game's over, and
Yeah.
let's check in on insert school
Right.
that we need to lose.
Right.
You guys can click it right there.
Yes.
So
that's the goal. So that is for Alexander. Alexander, if your school is interested, just have them reach out to us, and
Yeah,
we're more than happy
absolutely.
to send them to our sales team to get more information. So yeah, thanks guys. I think that's everything that we wanted to cover. Download the Fever 12 Sports app.
Yes.
It's new, but I know people always call in for scores. 1-800-264-WSFA if you have a score, and you can report scores to us so that we can put them on the app. And then our digital team has this whole plan. They cut all the highlights after they air on the Fever, but then also they're going to be updating things so you can see the live scores of the games throughout the night.
absolutely.
Yeah, so make sure you download that. And I think that covers everything that we have to talk about on Friday night. There is our editor, Josh Frost. He is yes, we can see you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We can
This is a
see
two-shot.
We can't see you. He is a huge help for our Fever show. He helps attach all the video, especially
For
from the
sure.
other stations
Yeah.
as well. And then I don't think you can see him on the screen, but our producer, Matt Russell, is back there too. He's a big part of what we do
He's
as well.
incredible.
So it's not just us that you
Yeah.
see. It's a whole team that you see, that you don't see on Friday night.
Carteret Thompson's
is
going to be epic.
Yeah.
Definitely could be.
Oh, sorry, Seth. We didn't see your comment here. Way too early to tell you. But who do you see as some dark horses to make it all the way to the state title games? Okay, I'm going to say Montgomery Academy.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
they've got some great athletes there.
They
I mean,
do.
they just won it in basketball.
Yep, and a great quarterback as well in Reed McBride, who is not related to the head coach, Ethan McBride, which I remember asking that last
Yes.
year. We were not related, but he returned. So I'm going to say MA off the top of my head.
Okay.
Anyone that comes up rolls off the top of your head.
Well, I will. It's funny, and I'm not even saying this because they're playing each other week 1, but I was going to say Tallahassee.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Lawrence
yeah.
O'Neill did such a good job there in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
first year. 4A is obviously tough,
Yep.
but I just feel like the foundation that they built there, having the year that they had last year, I think they made it to the 3rd round of the playoffs
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Tallahassee, yes.
I know they won at least a playoff game.
Yes.
But I think they might have won 2.
Yeah.
And Coach O'Neill, he's like a culture builder. Like
Yeah.
when he talks, like you listen. So.
Yeah, and they also have we forgot to mention this. I can't find this. They have a brand new turf field at that
Yes.
stadium too. I can't get to this website to check this, but basically, yeah, that's a good dark horse. I also think that looking at on top of my
I know
head,
Seth went to Elmore County,
Oh yeah,
so
we have a lot of great Panther fans that always comment
Yes,
on my Facebook.
yes.
They're great people. I also am going to say, well, we mentioned Reeltown. I think they're
absolutely.
going to get back. I think Montgomery Catholic's going to win the region. What they do in the playoffs, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm obligated to say Benjamin Russell because my husband's a coach there. But I'm excited to see what they do. Kirk Johnson is now at Benjamin Russell, pretty prominent coach down here in Montgomery
Oh,
for
absolutely.
a while, and is now up at Benjamin Russell, who we do cover. They're a bit far, but we do cover them. And their first game of the season is against 7A Opelika.
Yeah.
At
On the road.
Opelika. On the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Good test.
Big test,
Yeah.
but that'd be our offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
BJ Bedgood, Sedarian Morgan,
that
Kingston
might be
Prayer.
the best receiver duo
Yeah.
in the state.
Yeah. There's a lot.
So
a lot
obviously
there.
going up against 7A opponents not easy, but
Yeah, that'll be an
they've got
explosive
some
game.
guys
Yeah, they have
on
some guys.
offense.
Yeah, excited to see, or just interested to see how the defense does too, on that Ben Russell team.
for sure.
All right, I feel like that's everybody. Hopefully, comment mode. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming on and listening to us ramble about high school football.
Absolutely.
We love it. And
yeah, this is fun.
we'll see you at 4 o'clock on Friday, and then you're going to be sick of us. You're going to see us
I mean,
for the
you're gonna
rest
see
of
a
the night.
lot of us.
Yeah.
For
There's gonna be a lot of us.
4:30 probably.
Yeah, and 4:30. Yep.
5,
And 5,
6,
6:30,
6:30 to 7.
and 10:15.
And the thing about the 6:30 to 7, it's a special. So it's all us.
Oh yeah, it's all. us.
This is
Mhm.
not just sports
No
coming
news.
in.
Yeah.
This is a 30-minute special.
Right.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to figure out how to turn this off. But thank you so much for joining. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on Friday.